everyone, and welcome back to Learn to Love DIY. Today we're going to create this cute little tag for your treats or for your gifts for this coming Halloween. And I'm using the Hollow Snake Magic. I'm using the Open If You Dare sentiment for this sentiment here. I'm also using the embossing folder for the background here. And I'm going to be showing you all the measurements and all the materials. So you'll be embossing this piece here that'll go on the back of the DSP piece. This is in basic black. This piece measures 2 by 3 1/4. And you're going to go ahead and use the, let me go ahead and get that out for you guys. I'm going to be using the Delightful Tag Topper Punch. Okay, so it'll give you these cute little curves here. So I'll leave that on the side for now. And then you'll need a DSP piece. I made this smaller so that you're able to see the spider webs on the background. And this piece measures 3 by 1 1/2. And you'll also use the Delightful Tag Topper Punch on the top of that. I have a piece here, and I'll put all my other punches on the side. So we're using quite different kinds of punches today. I'm using the Tulip Builder Punch to create our cute little ghost. And I've already punched one out. For the eyes, I am using different tools that I have available to me just so that I was able to get 2 of the eyes of the same size and then one slightly larger for the mouth. So we'll do that with the scraps of this piece here. You'll need a small piece of the black glitter paper. This one measures 2 1/4 in length by 1/4. And then you'll need a circle that fits the sentiment, Open If You Dare. Now, if you were going to change the sentiment up, then I would suggest you change the size of your circle or shape. And then I have a piece of just black organdy ribbon that I had in my stash. This is something that I've had for a while, and I had tons of it, so I was going to use it for this project. You'll also need some Memento Tuxedo black ink and a sponge dauber to use on the ghost. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started, and let's keep going. Okay, so if you give me just one moment, I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to take out my embossing folder because I forgot to do that. Alright, so here is my embossing folder. I'm using the Cowboys 3D embossing folder, and this is what that looks like. If you haven't seen it in my other videos, I've used it once before to make a cute little box, and we're going to be using this on the basic black piece. But before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and use we're going to be using the tulip since I already have the image, so I'll set that aside. We will be using the Delightful Tag Topper Punch, and I like to flip it over just so that I know where I'm actually punching. And I'm going to slide it all the way through just to make sure that I have it all even out. I'll punch. And there you go. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do the next one, which is this one. I'm using this side here. Feel free to choose a different DSP piece if that's what you want to go with. So, okay, so I have that. I won't be needing these 2 pieces, so I'll toss those out. And I do believe that's all the punching we're going to do. Let's see here. I don't quite remember if this is the size that I used for the nose. Yes, it is. So don't throw that piece away. That's the one for the nose. And I have to figure out which one I used for. I think I used the smaller ones. Let's see here. Did I use this one? This is too tiny. Okay. Let me try this one. And I'm just using the scraps, by the way. No. Okay. I don't think I used this one at all. Then I must have used the larger. Let's try that. I think that one. Yep, I used the larger. And this one is 3/16. But I think this one has a funny little wedge on the side there. So let me try that again. Okay. So I used a 3/16 and then I used the remainder of what the popping of the Delightful Tack Topper Punch did here. So, and that's for the mouth. So I'm going to go ahead and lock this. But I'd suggest that you use whatever you do have on hand. So if you have another punch that makes cute little circles or another type of builder punch, just use what you have. And I will be using a gel pen just to highlight a little bit something in the eye. So let's go ahead and glue our eyes. And just remember, no ghost is ever perfect. So there you have that piece. And I'm going to go ahead and sponge it while it dries, and then I can write on it. And I'm using my Memento Tuxedo black ink, and that's the same ink I'll be using for our sentiment here. And I just wanted to give the ghost a little bit of shadow. So this step could be optional if you decided just to leave him completely white. I wanted to give it a little bit more character. Excuse me. And then I'm just going to highlight just a tad bit on the sides there. Just so that you kind of know that he's has eyes, by the way. And then I'm going to go ahead and pause the video. I'm going to run this through my embossing folder right here, and then we can finish assembling our tag. Alright, so this is what you get when you go ahead and emboss the basic black piece. And now we can kind of start putting it together little by little. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this. This does not go adhered. The ribbon we're going to be using here will hold both of those pieces together, but this one, if you decided to make it a little loose, is just going to go ahead and hang. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and adhere this piece here off to the side, and I'm just using some liquid adhesive. Again, this is my go-to adhesive for most of my projects. You know what? So add adhesive almost to the bottom. I had to take off a little bit off my finger because you don't want it adhered to the basic black. And then just off the side here. Okay. And then I'm just gonna kind of go ahead and position that where I kind of want it. We forgot to stamp our sentiment, so let me do that now. Open if you dare. And I did have an extra circle just in case. Oops. Okay, but that one seems to be pretty good. I sometimes make extra pieces just to make sure. And then we're going to use a dimensional, so let me go ahead and grab that. And I'm just, since it's very small, I'm just using the one in the center. Feel free to use your preference as far as adhesives go. I'm just going to go ahead and peel that off. And I haven't glued this guy down just because I want to know where this one will pop off here. So just leaving it there, and then we can go ahead and glue down our ghost. Now I'm not doing it too much off onto this side here just because it's going to hang a little bit, just a tad bit. Let's see if some adhesive. Okay. So there you have that. And that's basically, let's see here. Yep. Very good. Alright, just making sure that there's no adhesive or no dimensional sticking out. And all I'm going to do is go ahead and just the measurements of the ribbons were really up to you. I just did it enough so that you're able to tie a knot if you're going to hang it onto something. And I just kind of looped it over. And it's ready for you to go ahead and attach it to your gift. or to your treat. And there you have it, guys. I've made several of these already. I'll show you. I have them off to the side. And they came out absolutely cute. And you wouldn't think you'd be able to do that with the tulip builder punch, but you can. They came out very, very cute, and I can't wait to make a card with the same little ghost here. So let me know what you guys thought about my project. If you guys need any help ordering any of the materials that I've used today, please let me know. And I will go ahead and include all my information in the description box below, just in case you have any questions. And I thank you very much for watching. You guys have a great one.